And then he also give the timer to the sergeant at arms at the end of the meeting. Next one would be the grammarian, who is in the presence of Mark Avery and the arms and counter. He wants us for this, whether we do this. Now, he also prepared the word for the day before the meeting, and then he prints this. It may be smaller, but readable. Normally, we place it in the lectern, but we don't have the lectern here. There you go. These are, he did the right way for everybody to see, so that when you use the word for the day throughout the meeting, but in this case, we cannot use it because we are not allowed to use them unless it differs the meaning. And also the open ears for our pillars, such as, one would be the word "and," or "well," or "you know," or "so." Okay, so, and as and ams. Those are still the pillars. Not only the as and ams, but those words are to be taken into consideration. Now, the next one would be additional role, the presenter of the invocation. Normally, we don't exactly have the invocation, but we have the toast, which is the inspiration. We had that a while ago. And then the joke master normally gives a happy stories. But instead of doing that, what we did was the round robin, introducing ourselves. So we did not do the second one. The third one would be the vote counter. Other clubs are using this, but it might be more time for us because we have only 1 hour and 15 minutes. The vote counter would be the counting of the vote for the best speaker, best table topic speaker, and then best evaluator. We can do that if you want to, but that would be extra time. And then the parliamentarian. We only apply this normally during election. He looks after the guidance and instruction of the parliamentary procedures. And the next one would be meeting roles for club officers. So like what I said a while ago, there are two main participants in it, the club officers and the members themselves. So the sergeant at arms sets the stage. Michael is always on time. Actually, nobody knew that we are transferring our meeting today. Thanks, Charles. Downstairs did not tell us that we are moving nowhere. So Michael went up and chased for the meeting, and this is the one available. So he carries all of these ones, the banner, the lighting, and everything, and thank you. Actually, we don't give all the responsibilities to the sergeant at arms. It's all, everyone. The good thing in this club is the teamwork is really great. Not only the club's officers, but also the members are working together for the success of the day show, which is like an orchestra. The orchestra will not move along without everybody's participation, and we commend this club really as fruitful and very energetic as possible. And then we also have the president. At the moment, I'm the current, and then the incoming will be on July. So I will be up to the end of this month, June. Yeah. So I provide leadership. Before I got this position, I went to different positions first. The secretary, vice president for education, vice president for membership, and the president. And I'm going to another one, which is treasurer. So one more position I haven't got was BP relations, public relations, and the sergeant at arms. It's good for every member. If you can have all of these roles, you know what? You will be well equipped. I'm telling you. It will help everything. Personally, academically, and professionally. You can do everything now under the sun. Because like what I said, teamwork is the framework. If you do not know how these things are happening, if you will not participate on roles, like what I'm saying now, the experience is really very enormous. And of course, he or she would always be available for any roles available. Like what you guys are doing, there was a time I was having 3 roles at the same time, if there are no role takers. Some people may not be here always or backing up on the last time, but still, it will be for you or for our advantage. And then the BPE plans the meeting 2 weeks ahead. Normally, the BPE prepares the skeleton. And then when the Toastmaster is already available, he or she will transfer the responsibility to the Toastmaster. And the Toastmaster will do the rest. Verification, confirmation, all those things that I mentioned will be done by the Toastmaster. But the BPE should be the one to set the preliminary agenda to be set by, for the first meeting, it will be all in the internet. What we are using now is the email. Phone call sometimes, yes, but it's always an email because email is very accessible for everyone. Now, the next one would be the BPPR, or Vice President Public Relations invites guests. That's why we need our website, our newsletters, or some announcements addressed or posted everywhere in the building to attract more members. Most of our members are coming from this building, and some are external. That's a good advertisement. And also keep updates of our informations in the website. That is the main job of the BPR. And then the next one would be the BPM signs up new members. She will also do some training or speaking on membership building. And then the treasurer also transacts and reports all financial matters, collect member dues every 6 months, and then pay supplies if necessary, and the most important thing is present financial statements to the club. And the secretary keeps records of the minutes of the executive meeting, and also the minutes and the agenda, as well as the action lists. Now, in regards to the leaders' manual, everybody will be receiving this as soon as they will assume their duties. I also emailed a copy of this one to all executives or maybe yesterday. You can print that also in color, but this time, I gave this to us personally. Look at me, see, I'm reading. So that's one way of knowing that you are really serious of your duties, isn't it? Now, if this one is nothing there, that means you're not interested. But for me, I did. So that is one way of showing. So, my friends, this training or this experience will really help us develop our planning and preparation skills, time management, facilitation, and team building atmosphere of the club. So all club officers and role takers should achieve and strive to be working together harmoniously to make the club successful. Miss Toastmaster.